Okay, we're back here in computer applications. I want to talk a little to you about the grader projects. This first one in chapter 12 requires a textbook. Again, you get to the textbook through the course content tab and then scroll down to the Pearson eText link. It's going to open it up here. It might take a few minutes for it to load. If it doesn't load, make sure your pop-up blockers are turned off. So here, let's come back here to our module 3. We've got our textbook open. We want our grader project 12B. Again, our assignments are going to open up in the View All Course Materials. So we'll scroll down until you find the Chapter 12 grader project. And what we're doing is we're going to submit complete project 12B. So select that title to open it. And the first thing we have to do is download our starting materials. Then we're going to work the assignment on our computer, so you're actually going to be working in Microsoft Word. Once we have it completed, then you're going to upload it and then submit it for grading. So first, when you download materials, this particular grader project has 3 files. We've got our instructions, and then we've got our document that we're going to be modifying, and then we have a video that we're going to be adding into it. I'm just going to download each one individually. You can download all 3 at the same time if you want to. I'm just going to do them each individually. Go ahead and close this box and open up the instructions. Now this enable editing up here is just a safety mechanism. It's letting you know that you're opening up a file from an unknown source. Just going to enable editing. And this lets us know that here's all the steps that we need to file. It says we're going to open up the file AO116, and that was the other document that we downloaded here. Then we're going to go to in our textbook, we're going to turn to project 12B and complete all of the steps and activities 1217 through 1229. So I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down. I'm going to open up, I can close this now at this point in time. I'm going to come back to my textbook, go to my table of contents, and I'm going to find chapter 12. And what I want to do is I want to do the 12B flyer. So here's 12B information. And it lets us know that I need this file, but I need the one that I downloaded from the grader project. Okay, so I'm going to walk through and I'm going to complete all of these steps. When I'm through, I'm going to have this internship guide. That's what it's going to look like. So I'm going to come back here to Word, and I'm going to do a file, and I'm going to open. And anytime you download something, you're going to be able to see it in this downloads file right here. And I don't want the instructions, I want the grader project. I'm going to say open, and I'm going to enable editing again, and now this is what I'm going to be changing, this document right here. Now I can come up to the top of my document and click and drag down and go to the edge of my page and use the Snap Assist from Microsoft Word to have my document open up on one side, and then I can come back here to my eText, and so I've got my text open on one side and my document on the other, and I know from my instructions I'm supposed to complete steps 1217 through 1229. So I'm going to come down here to go to the next page, and here's 1217. I need to set margins. So you're going to have these instructions in here, and what you're going to do is you're going to take these instructions and apply it to your document here. So in this case, the first thing it says is to start Word, open our document, which we've done, turn on our show hide so that we have those document marks available to us. We're going to save as, and we're going to give it our name, last name and first name. So I'm going to do the file, save as, browse. The key is making sure that you save it somewhere where you can find it later. So okay, now I've already saved this on my machine once. It wants to know if I want to replace it, and I'm going to go ahead and say yes, replace it. Then it's going to tell us exactly what we need to do. On the Layout tab in the Page Setup group, click Margins. So here's our Layout tab. Here's the Page Setup group, click Margins. And we want to come down here to Custom Margins, clear down the one at the bottom to display our page, and then we're going to change it to 1 on our left and 1 on our right. So you're just going to follow the instructions, okay? So and that's how you do the grader project. You're just going to complete each step as it goes, whatever it tells you to do. Make sure you save your documents. Then you're going to click on here on the bottom, and it's going to go to 1218. You're going to do that through 1229, and when you get it finished, you can save it. Then you want to close your document. You're going to come back to Blackboard and find the grader project again. And now you're ready to upload your completed assignment. So I can choose my file. Remember where you saved it at. And open. And then I need to upload. And then I'm going to submit for grading. Now, and then close assignment. You have to make sure that you close your Word program before you submit it. Since I submitted mine late, then the instructor is going to have to go in and accept the grade. Once you have it graded, you can click on this submission area, and you can see what you've done wrong. If we come back here to our grades, see if I have one of mine that's graded that I can show you. Over here in the grades, you can click on these little 3 dots and view your submissions, and click on the submission that you're wanting to look at, and then this lets me know that I completed it after the due date. But down here I can see exactly how I've been graded and what I've been graded on. Of course, I didn't complete anything, so I've got everything wrong. But if I did something wrong, I can click on this little chevron, and it can tell me that, hey, you did not put a footer in here. Now, as an instructor, I can come in here and I can download your submitted file. So if you question, like maybe you did put a footer in it, but you didn't complete all the steps, it might count it wrong. You can just let your instructor know, and they can go in and manually grade it for you. So that's how you complete the grader projects. Some of them, like here, project 13, when you go into that grader project, when you download the instructions, they're already all filled out for you. You don't have to use a textbook. but you can go back and use the textbook to help you learn, to help you know how to complete that skill. So that's how you do the grader projects.